Good evening, hola amigos. This is Carlos Montero. This is from the field. A half an hour show about the World Cup 2022. We are today in front of 974 Stadium where they're playing Japan and Croatia. But let's start, like we always do, with the headlines.
Mbappe leads France to the quarterfinals of Qatar 2022 after beating Poland. Meanwhile, Robert Lewandowski hints at international retirement after Poland's FIFA World Cup exit. By the next World Cup, the Barcelona forward will be almost 38 years old. The second Latin American team still in the World Cup will try to get their ticket to the quarterfinals tonight against South Korea. Venezuela present at the World Cup. 4 Venezuelans were in charge of officiating the match between France and Poland. The head referee was Jesus Valenzuela and was accompanied by 2 assistants, Jorge Urrego, Tuli Moreno, and also Juan Soto in the VAR.
(974) Stadium is going to play Brazil, South Korea, Japan, and Croatia. They are going to extra time. The first round of 16, they finished the first 90-minute tie 1-1. Now they have 2 half times of 15 minutes, and then if they tie, they go to the penalty kicks. But let's see what's happened yesterday. French people, they are celebrating like crazy. Mbappe have a wonderful game. French, they believe they can be champion. Let's go to see what's going on with them.
Mbappe vs Lewandowski. 2 international titans clash in an epic showdown in the round of 16. But the PSG forward came out on top.
Bring it on, France. Bring it on, baby. See you on Saturday. Come on. Saturday, France. Come on, England. See you Saturday, France.
Woo! Go England!
The dream is over for the African champions, Senegal, after being knocked out of the tournament by a ruthless English squad. Gareth Southgate hopes to bring the World Cup back home, but first they will have to beat France in the quarterfinals. Brazil are able to take a deep breath as news comes out that Pelé is recovering from his respiratory infection. The South American team will keep him in mind as they try to qualify to the quarterfinals against South Korea.
Now let's go with the 5 stories of the day that you have to know. Charlie Montero, go ahead.
Mbappe overcomes Pelé and becomes the youngest player in history to score 9 goals in a World Cup. And Giroud becomes France's all-time top goal scorer with 52 goals and surpasses Thierry Henry. England eliminated the champion of Africa, Senegal, and will play France in the quarterfinals. This will be the first time that the teams face each other in a knockout round. Brazil smiles again. Neymar returns to training and will be available for tonight's match against South Korea in the round of 16. Trouble with the English team. Sterling returned home before England's match against Senegal after an armed burglary at his home. In a press conference, English coach Gareth Southgate said, "Of course it's not ideal for the group ahead of a big game, but in these moments, the individual is more important than the group." Baiju becomes the first Indian company to sponsor a FIFA World Cup. The Indian-based education technology provider is also one of Lionel Messi's sponsors.
Charlie was telling us that Mbappe overcame Pelé and becomes the youngest player in history to score 9 goals in a World Cup. I have 2 stories. One is about Pelé. He just, he's not doing well. He's in a hospital in Sao Paulo. He just tweet, and in the tweet, he wished good luck to the Brazilian team that are going to play in the stadium. And he's behind me, and he said, you are going to do great. But now let's go to Mbappe, the youngest player to score 9 goals in a World Cup. Let's see a little bit more about that wonderful football player that have a great future in front of him.
Kylian Mbappe, at only 23 years old, is a star of football at the club and the team selection level. He has won several times national trophies with Paris Saint-Germain and has won FIFA World Cup and UEFA Nations League with France. The France star has scored 9 goals in World Cups, and his objective this year is to revalidate the title of world champions with the Blues. If he achieves this, he will be the youngest 2-time winner of the maximum tournament of selections. In the last game, he scored 2 goals and assisted for the other. Another world statement for a player that shows up on the world stage with the France jersey. For the moment, it has been like a deja vu from Russia 2018. 4 years ago, a young Kylian Mbappe destroyed Argentina in the round of 16. This year, he did the same against Poland. In the next round, England awaits. However, Kylian became a ninja turtle when the moment needed. With only 23 years, he has the same goal-scoring World Cups that Messi and 1 more than Cristiano Ronaldo. The heir to the throne is asking for a place in the palace.
I don't know for you, but for me the World Cup is going so fast. It's amazing that tomorrow is going to be the last 2 matches of the round of 16. Then Wednesday and Thursday we are not going to have football. And then on Friday they are going to start with the quarterfinal. Let's see which team they are going to play in the quarterfinals.
France categorically defeat Poland 3-1 with a wonderful performance by Kylian Mbappe, who assisted Olivier Giroud and scored 2 goals to certify the passage of the current champions to the next stage. On the other hand, England started cold, but in the final minutes of the first half, led the match at their convenience. The talent appeared and Jordan Henderson put the 3 Lions teams ahead. In the 45th minute, Harry Kane scored the second for the English, and the second half was a walkover for the Euro Cup runner-up. However, Phil Foden, in an individual play, assisted Bukayo Saka in the definitive 3-0 win over Senegal to seal their place in the quarterfinals.
Two teams from Asia that are playing today, Japan and South Korea. And let's go now to social media. The question of the day, it has to do, the trivia of the day, it has to do with we try to measure your knowledge about the most universal of all sport. Today, trivia is, what was the best performance of an Asian team in a World Cup? We are going to give you the answer later in the show. Please remember to follow us at the field Twitter. We are getting stronger and bigger, and we tweet 24/7. We do a short break. We will be right back with more from the field.